And we are back with more Minecraft Hardcore. We're in our house, our new house. And today, the idea is we're gonna try to find some diamonds. We're gonna basically head back over to one of the caves that we have found. Look at digging down. I'm not to the point yet where I want to just go into an open cave like what we found previously, because I'd much rather have a bow handy so I can engage at a distance. So I'm thinking we go find some place in a cave and we just start dig down. And that's what we're gonna do. But first thing, let's go over this way. It's nighttime. We can go ahead and just get a little bit of rest real quick. So come in with me in the inventory here. Crafting table, a little bit of oak planks just in case we need to make, like, say, more sticks, for example. Nice stack of coal for some more torches, dirt, cobblestone, just kind of patch in some stuff or build bridges and whatnot. A little bit of food, some water, of course. This pickaxe is running low, so we've already had this extra one made. This axe is running low, so right before hitting record, I made another axe. Shovel, we haven't even touched. Sword, we've used a little bit, but I'm going to take this wheat over to our cows first and see if we can get some more cows going. So, let's just head over here. Just keep a lookout. There's another skeleton in our sugarcane. We'll have to go deal with that. Hello, cows. Let me do this. Bit of that. You, and you, and you, and you. Wait for that XP. There we go. Okay, let's go deal with this skeleton. It's in my sugarcane. Block. Block. Hit. Boom. What'd you get? No drops. Which is a shame. Okay. So I'm thinking, as far as caves go, we had the one that's up here that we kind of went down, and then I found that other one kind of over in this direction near where we planted some trees and stuff. So I'm going to just make my way back over to this cave. Got an extra cow over there. You could join the herd, but I'm not too concerned with that right now. So let's just come over this way. Oh, some arrows. Nice. Let me just put these. Oh, hello, bee. Put that there. Come on over here. And should be, yep, right here was that first little bit that we found. Of course, for the village, you know, it's over there. Or I should say over there. I keep thinking that's like a house that's up there. Our village over here. We'll get to it. We'll explore it. We'll deal and trade and all that fun stuff. But first, I want to get better tools, better weapons, better armor, all of that fun stuff. So let's just head on down into our wonderful cave. Let's take a look. Y levels. So we're up a little high. 80s, 70s. I'm going to get into those negatives. Because if I recall correctly, the further down you go, the more diamond populates, essentially, or generates. And we were here, but we didn't really explore that. So let's take a little looky-loo. Come back down here, since we've already dug out a decent amount. Doing a little bit of, you know, going back and forth looking for iron and stuff, but didn't do much here. Yeah, a little bit here. Hear the lava. Just gotta be aware of that. And down into here, we're at -3. Okay, so not bad. We don't have far to really go as far as getting down into where, you know, diamonds usually are. We got about, I think it's 40, y -48. I'll have to double check that. So we don't have a long way to go. So essentially what I'm going to do is keep making a stairway down, like what we've been doing, until we get to the appropriate Y level. I'm going to, like I said, double check which number that is, and I'll catch up with you if something cool happens, or once we get down to that level, so I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we have reached our desired level. I was wrong by about 10. That's Y negative 58 is a recommendation. Also Y54, namely because of the lava that you can hear going around us currently. So we're going to be carefully start to mine. I saw bright and I was like, uh-oh, we got some lava. So basically, like that. I'm just going to block that off. It's okay, we don't necessarily have to go in this direction. We can go in, well, more or less any direction, but we've got some lava right there. So, I'm going to try to get this gold. Got a little bit. I'm going to break this up a touch. Alright, got a bit more gold. Let's break this out. Excellent. So far, so good. Oh. There's some there. Wouldn't surprise me if lava comes down after it. Yep. We'll just block that off. Okay. So, a good amount of lava somewhere. So now we got to figure out the best way, and I think what I'm going to do is just kind of close this back up more or less, because we know lava is around those parts. Let's try, because like if I do this, the lava sounds that are down here in the corner are all off to my left. So, let's go this way, but I'm going to come up here while we work on this. Just want to do some level of strip mining, essentially. Until we stop hearing that lava. A little bit of pops, but it's, well, I was going to say it's quite a bit less, but anywho. Let me see, light level wise. We'll go ahead and just pop one down there for now. Nope. We're going to use our shovel. Just make sure there's no bright lights coming after it. I'm going to go ahead and just block that off anyway. Alright, more shovel usage. Nothing else up there, which is fine. Let's go ahead and just knock out all of this gravel. There's going to be some more gravel that we're going to knock out. A lot of gravel. Alright, there's the end of the gravel. Okay. So, let's come back to here. The only thing I'm worried about now is anything coming through the sides. Got a bit of redstone, though, so that's good. Let's see, light level 7. Alright. Not going to jump down there until we know the source is clear. Okay. Alright. Not too shabby. Hey, got some bedrock. Okay, let's just come on up. Just gonna fill that in a little bit. And here soon, probably start making some branches. You know, they go off in various directions. So I'm just gonna make a bit of a tunnel. And then in that tunnel, branch off every 3 blocks or so. So we'll have one tunnel, 2 blocks in between, and then another tunnel. That's the idea. So that way we can see what is in the wall of each tunnel. That's the idea. So I'm going to start doing that. This is not entertaining, but obviously keep recording just in case shenanigans of some sort. So, and also in case we find diamonds. But either way, we're doing some tunneling. It's going to be oh so fun. Actually, Seriously, mining is one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft because it's relaxing. Anywho, that's it for now. We'll go ahead, fast forward a little bit until we get something. I'll see you then. Hey, pretty quickly. Nice. So basically, just dug my tunnel a little bit, and I was like, all right, let's start making some branches. I honestly could have just kept going, but we've got our first bit of diamonds. I'm going to dig around all of this. Now digging up around all of this could be tricky. And I'm glad I found it because my iron pickaxe is a little low right now. So let's work around this carefully. Basically want to dig around it just to make sure there's nothing that is spawned like, you know, diagonally or anything like that. So far, it's looking okay. All right. 3. Let's look down a little bit. Looks like we're not going to get anything around diagonally. I'm not going to use all of this to get the diamond, or to dig around the diamond. I'm going to use what's left. Boom. There we go. To actually get the diamonds. And we are going to go ahead and immediately make ourselves a pickaxe. You know what? I'll probably just dig out right here just to have this. So let's get our crafting table put down. Let's also let's make a little furnace as well right there. And I think I'll make myself a chest as well for some storage. Boom. Thought I heard like footsteps or something. So anyway, let's come into here. Diamond pickaxe. Boom. Success. Now we're just gonna look for some more. Let's get some. We'll get a bit of coal in there, get that gold going. In with the music. We can put a couple of those stacks deep slate in the gravel. We're not going to need that right now. Along with this redstone. We can put that in there. Get this over here. Have this at the ready. So just in case, for example, I see lava, I can click the middle mouse button or the wheel and quickly switch over. Oh, like if I was here. Oh, it's cobble deep slate. So never mind. Disregarded what I was saying. Yeah, if you are looking at a block, so for example, if I look at this cobblestone and I click, I can, boom, get to it as long as it's somewhere in my inventory. That's the idea. But I've got this. So I'm going to keep looking around, making some more branches. We've got our diamond pickaxe, so this episode is already a success. We have found diamonds. Let's go. Hey! More diamonds. Most excellent. So, give you an idea where this is. Here's our chest. I started making a little mine down that way. Boom. Skip the 2. Come over to it. Great success. Let's keep going. All right. So, done a decent amount of mining. We have found a total of 42 diamonds. Whew. It's good pickings. It's good mining down here. We found a good area. Just basically been branching off over that way, back this way a little bit, kind of avoiding the lava, so to speak. So yeah, went down that way, took a turn, went down that way some more, went this way. Basically have a couple of little branches going over there, but nothing really heading in this direction until I get way down there. So I think 42 is a good place to get our armor. So we're gonna just look at this. Boom, here we go. So diamond leggings, give me that. Diamond helmet, give me that. Diamond chest plate, yeah, give me that. And diamond boots. There we go. Full suit. Oh, armor. Ladies and jelly spoons. So, for now, we're going to do that. Let's take a look. There we are. Looking good. Looking good. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, real close. Oh, camera. There we go. Zoom it out a touch. Looking good. So, now what we're going to do, I made some gold we found into that. Take this. Inventory's relatively full currently. So, we're going to make transport easier, turn this redstone dust into a block. Oh, redstone. Like this. So 12 blocks of redstone currently. That frees up a little bit of inventory space. We could turn this into 2 diamond blocks, but that's just going to take up 1 actual space. So I think for now, as far as what are we going to take with us, take our armor, maybe make an armor stand, display it at some point. We'll take the flint, because we want to make flint and steel for when we get to doing nether stuff. Otherwise, this can make all of our tools diamond. I don't know if we'll have enough left over for like an enchanting table, which we'll get to eventually. I mean, obviously we're going to need to find more diamonds at some point. But let's see. As far as here, let's do a little something with all this cobbled deep slate that we have found. Let's do that. Lots of stacks. Oh, cobbled deep slate. A little bit of tough. So yeah, this has been a good haul. Gravel. I don't really need gravel unless I'm trying to find flint. You can just basically pick it, put it down, hit it, you know, with the shovel, try to get flint out of it. If we really needed to make arrows, that'd be a, you know, something we want to do, but I'm trying to find a bow with infinity. Well, we'll get to getting a bow with infinity. Maybe we won't just find one, but we'll get there. And as long as we have at least 1 arrow, we can shoot infinite arrows. Otherwise, is there anything we need to take back with us? I don't think so. Got that taken care of. And for this, we can make another one. So I'm going to leave this down here, kind of be our little mine to work with that we can always easily come back to. Now, I just want to get back to the house, drop some stuff off, try to get some sleep, because it's probably been at least a full day. I didn't take note of which day it was when we started. It's currently day 33 overall. So we're going to get back, see how our crops are doing, see how our animals are doing. Don't know if we need to do anything currently other than situate. Maybe we can start looking towards the village and potentially getting a villager who might be able to sell us infinity. We can make a bow, get that all put together. That's a possibility as well. But I'll head back. We'll think of what we're going to do. So back to the house. Basically back to the house. Cows have grown up. Wheat is coming in nicely. Sugarcane's looking good. So you just spend a little time away from the house, and that's what happens. Otherwise, I might get this cow and bring him over. Or, actually, I might just take him out, get ourselves a little bit of extra steak. Hello, sheep. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we come back to the house, put the stuff away, and potentially look at trying to get a lectern, maybe? So we can see if one of the villagers will be able to sell us the infinity enchantment. Obviously, there are other enchantments we want to get. We'll look at actual proper enchanting, but if we can just buy it and put it on something, you know, that could be good. As far as emeralds, though, we're a little low on that. So trading potentially some of our wheat with a farmer villager will start to get us a lot of emeralds. If we get a Fletcher villager, we might be able to trade sticks, which we got tons of trees around us. Break those down in sticks, sell those. So as far as a source of income goes, not worried about that, at least currently. Let me just put some stuff away for now. I'll just put our armor up here just for the time being. Oh yeah, can't forget our gold. We'll look at a better storage system later, of course. Let's see. Leather, you can go there. We need to cook up some meats, so we've got a little bit of coal. I might as well put that to use currently. Just put a little bit in there for right. Nope, I put it in the wrong spot. You can go there for now. That, and let me get this back. This can go there. That can go do that. There we go. Otherwise, yeah, I got a place for flint, stones for tough. We do have some of that currently. Let's bring this down here. All right. So yeah, thinking we go check out the village. I don't remember exactly which villagers we had just already as far as professions go, but get this bit of food. I'm gonna actually, we'll just take all of this. That can go back in there. So let's go ahead, start making our way over to this village. Maybe at some point we can bring some villagers over to us and set up like a trading hall or something like that. But that's down the road. And that's if we even stay around here and we don't, like, you know, venture out somewhere else to find the permanent base. Because I do have a habit of, yeah, we set up in one place, this is cool, let me go adventure somewhere else and set up a new base and start from scratch almost. But, you know, bringing stuff with us. All right. Well, we should be able to make this jump and drop. I mean, not a jump necessarily. Sweet. Okay. Doing good. Nice thing is, if we get over to the village, nighttime hits, we can just steal a bed for the evening. So not too worried there. Right, let's come on across over here. Come over to our village. Let's make sure. Got my directions correct, right? That's that is a flower of some kind. A lily of the valley. Okay. Take that. Potentially use that for something. I don't know what, other than possibly dye. Yeah, white dye. All right. Hello, village. What do you have? Because it's been a minute since we've been over here. All right, so a cleric. So if we wanted to trade in our zombie flesh, for example, we got a place to do that. Looks like there's some farmers. I can see the farmland that's over here. And the composter. So somewhere around here there should be an actual farmer. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, just at first glance. 4. We could trade carrots. Taters. Carrots, beetroot. Carrots, beetroot. Is that both of you trade that? Yeah. What about you? Wheat. This is what we're looking for. 20 wheat gets us an emerald. You're going to be a good friend of ours. Otherwise, we could build the lectern. There's that for sure. Profession-wise, though, I don't really... There's our cleric. There's our rotten flesh. Okay. So next up is going to be looking at... Let's see. Get our wheat. Keep that going. Maybe build out our farmland a bit more. back at the base, of course. So that way we get a ton of wheat growing. We could, actually, while we're here, what am I thinking of? We can get our trade started by getting the bales that are hanging out. I'm sitting here thinking the hard way of doing this. Let's get all this. We should be able to get a few emeralds just out of these. Break all of those down to wheat. Now we got to find our wheat trader, which there he is. So let's do this. Boom. Advancement made. What a deal. All right. Thank you. Let's keep an eye. All right, so he seems to live right in here. The bread and the saplings, little golden nugs. Speaking of where these villagers live. Sorry, buddy. I'm not the one trading with you currently, so you cannot have a good night's sleep. There's some other hay bales right up here. So let's get these. Let's just also keep a lookout for any baddies. Oh, baddies that might be around, along with some drops where we might fall off the edge of the world. Don't want to do that. So all of this is good. And then, of course, once we start leveling that villager up, be able to start trading some other items. All kinds of hay bales under the tree. There we go. Get that. Let's come get these as well. I'm glad I left these alone, because I distinctly remember like picking some up at some point. And then with these, you're like, leave them alone. Little seed dropped over here as well. We don't necessarily need that. Let's come on over. Are you our friend? Yes, you are. Good. I need to make the... Oh, let's make all of the wheat we can. Look at that. You, friend. Hello. Boom. And that's gonna maybe get him leveled. Let's watch. See if he levels up. There he goes. Starting to level the little wisps that are coming off of there. And then we should get a discount as well on how much wheat we have to trade. Not currently. Pumpkins. Okay. So that's a thing. I thought we'd get a discount. Oh well. Indeed. There's the... we can't trade anymore for the day, is what he's showing there. So right now, the little X here, we can't do that currently. We could get some pumpkin pie. We could also see if we can turn one of the other villagers into a wheat trading villager. So is this your station? This seems to be his station. Okay, so we'll leave this station alone. I don't want to break down his composter and take away... Well, actually, I think if we break it down, it wouldn't matter since we've already traded with him, if I remember correctly. But this villager, just as an example, we have not traded with. And they have plenty of hay bales. So let's pick these up. Go. Good. Excellent. And for your composter, I'll take that. We're going to just put these... There we go. Put this down like that. Come on back. Now he trades wheat. Now, it's not a guarantee that he'll trade wheat. It can change between the various ones. Here. See this? And some of this. Boom. He's going to get his level. There he goes. Great. All right. So now, let me convert the rest of my hay into wheat. Boom. Now we've got 27 emeralds. Off of that, we are looking good. Thank you. Okay, next is looking at making a lectern, potentially. See if we can get that infinity going, or if we get one of the other really good enchantments, you know, like Fortune 3, you know, stuff like that. That could be good as well. So, I don't know if we know how to make a lectern currently. We'll need books, though. Some wood. And as far as the fletching table, that's another one I want to make, because trading sticks is an easy way to get some emeralds early. So let's go back to base. Let's figure out if we can make these tables, and then try to come back either with the tables, or, you know, we'll figure something out. See you then. So looking at recipes back at the house, we need 2 flint and some planks. Just 4 planks to make that fletching table. So let's knock that out. We have got a couple of flints that we can do, and we've got our planks already on us. There we go. 1 fletching table. Right there. Excellent. For that wheat, let's just put that down. Now I might have to make paper and then make a book, potentially. I don't exactly remember the progression. We haven't picked up any books. So that is usually what I find. Either the bookcases already in one of the villages and I just chop them down, or we have to make a book currently. But I think first things first, though, we need some paper. I forget how many we're going to need, so I'm just going to make 30 bits of paper. There's a cartography table, which is not what we're looking for. We're going to be looking for, next up, would be a book, which is going to require 1 leather and 3 pages. So we've got a little bit of leather here. We're going to need multiple books to do this, if I recall correctly. So we'll make ourselves a couple of books. All right. There's the lectern. It popped up. All right. Now, we look for the lectern. That requires a bookshelf, which is going to require, I think, 6 books total? Maybe. Let's see. Oh, no, 3. It's 3 books. Okay, so we only need 1 more book, which means we only need 1 more piece of leather. That is good. We can go grab some leather real quick, right? Hopefully we get a nice drop. Nope. We're gonna need... There we go. There was the leather. Alright, thank you. I'll come back with some more wheat. I promise to replace those 2. Alright, let's come on over here. Back to here, back to our table. So we need to make another book, like so. Now, we will need to make a bookshelf, like so. And to make that lectern again, with slabs, right? Yeah. 4 slabs, which we should have 2, 3, 4, like that. Over to here. Make our lectern. Excellent. So now we've got our 2 profession tables that we're looking for. Let's go ahead and get a few of those out. Get that going. This we can put back over there. This Lily of the Valley, I'm not sure. You could hang out Oh, I've had leather in here, along with a lot of hay bales. Whoops. Well, in that case, I should probably move those over here, huh? With our food and animal stuffs. I knew I picked up other stuff before. Whoopsie. And I said I was coming back with some wheat for the cows, but it is currently nighttime. So let's head up, get a little bit of rest. Productive session thus far. I like it. Oh, head on down. For the paper, I think we should probably put it somewhere else. This may not be the best place for it, but we'll just put it there for now until we get really organized. You know, maybe put some frames or signs up that say what is in each thing. But now we just need to head back to the village, set both of these down. Axe is getting ready to break. Emeralds. I'm going to bring all of our emeralds with us. Just take a little look around. Okay, seems clear. Wait. We need to replace the cows that we replaced. I should have brought a couple more, actually. Well, give me my experience. Thank you. And then I'm going to take a slightly easier way to get down there, which means come over this way a bit more near our lava. You're coming up in not too long. Look at, you know, making our nether portal, all that fun stuff. Yeah, we can just come on over this way, past lava, past the sheep, and it will be a nice, gradual way to get down there. Well, semi-gradual. Hoop, hoop. There we go. See? It's much easier than what we dealt with just a little while ago. Boom, 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 boom. All right, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. And this over here is actually even more gradual. Right there. Okay, let's get over here. Get our new 2 professions going. So as long as, like I said, this Fletcher trade sticks, that's the important thing. And then as for the lectern, I'll kind of work with what we get, but I'm looking for infinity to get our bow. Alright, where do you want to set up your... I think here, in these little shopping stall areas. This is a good spot. Alright, boom. Now, just gotta wait for one of these villagers to come on over and become a Fletcher. That's the idea. So let's just chill. You, come on over. Obviously, we could have brought wheat and traded some more, but that's okay. I'm mainly concerned with getting these professions. Yes, this is looking good. Nope, nope, nope. You're supposed to come over here. Check out the fletching table. Unless it's like that time of day where they, in their schedule, is just do everything but work. Just relax. I know there are more villagers, but they seem to be roaming around somewhere, from the looks of it. Which farmer were you? Carrots? Okay, I'm tempted to break down that table and get him to go and do something else. You! There's a profession for you. Lots of farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Anywho. Yeah, I think well, I don't know if the carrot one is the one I want to break. This one should be our other wheat one. Yeah, you. Over here. I have a job for you. Hello. Alright, what if I place down the other item? The lectern. Maybe that'll get someone to show up. Let's see. Clear this out a bit. Boom. Hello? Anybody? Free jobs are available. Free. I'll hire anyone, I promise. No one. No one wants to come over here and get the free job. Yes, you. Over there. You're not going to be a farmer. Well, while I wait on that, let me look at some of these other villagers. Like, what do you trade? Potatoes. Does anyone really need some potatoes? I think it's carrots are what the villagers use to populate and repopulate, I should say. I think it's carrots. Don't quote me on that, though. So the potato one might not be needed necessarily. Let's find out. Okay. Wait a second. Are these the ones that can't get jobs? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. I forget their names, though. All right, Fletcher. Emeralds, gravel, nope. Let's break this. Let's put it back down. Oh, he went over to be a little librarian. Okay, we get Frostwalker. Not what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go check that out. I put the fletching table back down. It's right here. Excellent. Sticks. There we go. So, 32 sticks becomes an emerald. That's that taken care of. Now I'm worried that we don't have enough villagers to really be able to utilize the other professions. I think they're called Nimrods, actually, if I remember correctly. This type of villager who can't work. I think. Now you, what do you deal with? Carrots and beetroot. Yeah, we're gonna take that. We got another carrot one. It's over there. I think everyone's coming to center of town for their daily gathering. Where'd you go? There you are. I'm watching you. A little interaction I saw. Yes. I think that means they're gonna make another villager, potentially. Old Hanky. Got this spot. Oh, I didn't put it down. That. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, librarian. Let's get it going. Mike sit here like, why don't I have a librarian? Alright, let's just wait. I'm talking about you. Look, got a nice station cleared up for you. Quite nice. All you gotta do is turn around. It's right over there. You're going the wrong way. You can't be a Fletcher. You can be a librarian. Yes, you can. You can do it. Alright, after the gathering, I think they'll do a little bit of work, potentially. We're gonna wait and see. Could ring the bell and cause a panic. We're not gonna do that. Over here. Yes, yes, hello. Look at my shiny armor. There we go. Okay. Paper and emeralds for a bookshelf. Not what I want you to do. Alright, let's... Oh. Just make sure not to hit said villager. Lure 3 for fishing. No, thank you. Oh. You thought about it. I saw you. There we go. Nope. Don't want that. Just make sure I don't hit him, because that could affect prices. Boom. Okay. Oh, come here. Mending. That's one I want. And it's cheap. Yeah, we'll keep that as mending. I know there was a baby villager running around at some point. I remember seeing over there. Alright, so we've got a mending villager. So it'll basically take the XP we gain and mend any particular tools with it. That's one we'll want. Like, for sure. Although, I mean, we could get it, well, through actual enchanting. That could be tricky. Alright, it's a little dark. It's getting dark. Now we should probably eat. And let's start to head home in the darkness. Or do we just want to play it safe? Why do we have one of these? Anyway. Excuse me, Mr. Cleric. I'll take that. Yeah, there's a little blast furnace there. So it's like we could have... I think it's the armorer they use. No, that would be the armor table. Why is the blast furnace? I don't remember. That's okay. Alright, so... what are we going to do now? That's the question. We've got our mending villager. We've got our trading stick villager. I think that's what I'm going to do is trade some sticks, trade some wheat. I think that's what the play is now. So head back home, chop down and replant some trees. Which there was a little... there's no bridge, land bridge to get across there. That's okay. And we'll need to definitely come back, because hopefully they will make more villagers. Maybe they need some beds built as well. Maybe they don't have enough beds to accommodate a growing population. Maybe we can build some beds or a large house for them. That can be like almost like a hotel of sorts. It's all beds. So that way they've got plenty of places to sleep and have other newer villagers sleep as well. That's potential. That could be a little small project. But for now, though, let's come on back to the house area. Get some trees chopped down, make a whole lot of sticks. Trade with the Fletcher. And then from there, let's trade our wheat as well. So that's going to be our next step. Look the next day after tearing down some trees. Oh, zombies appeared. Let's see our wheat, though. It's nearly all there. Come back over toward where I have the kind of tree farm, so to speak, just different types of trees. I decided to leave these two... Oh, another zombie with a shovel. I decided to leave these two oak trees because I thought they were kind of cool looking. But, yeah, well, there were some acacia trees here, which I replanted kind of up in the hills here. Speaking of, there's another acacia sapling. Waiting for this one spruce to break. See if it might provide us with another. So we've got, where are my spruces? 9. So we can definitely do 2 mega spruce. Which is 4 saplings, and a little 2x2 square, so to speak. I haven't gone over to our dark oak, where that's at, just kind of leaving that alone for now, but we've got, you know, some logs here to make some planks, to make some sticks, so we're in a good spot. But anyway, I'm going to get back to waiting on this, plant some saplings, make some sticks, grab the rest of our wheat, head back into town. So on my way, Found a couple of emeralds not too far from our little tree farm area. It's also started raining. So let's pick these up. Hadn't explored over here just yet. There we go. Nice. Okay. Back over to planting my saplings. And then back to the village. All right, today's trading has been finished. We currently have a stack. We got a nice 69 amount of emeralds after trading with just the wheat and the sticks that I've made. I'd say that's a pretty successful bit of business. Now it's starting to become nighttime, sun is setting, and it's raining. So we're going to head on home and wrap things up. I'm not going to properly wrap up until we get back home. All right, I spent the night in the village. I changed my mind, turned around, but we are back at the house. Safe and sound. What a day, dear readers. So now we'll go ahead and wrap things up and get out of here. But before I go, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. See you guys later.